Found a hole.
Sean says found a hole.
They can hear me.
I'm relaying.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
There was a lot of staff-related shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
And I think there was a sandy hand grabbing the staff is where we ended off. So like we're being confronted with what's likely one of the four elderly or elder elemental thing.
Elderly elemental. Oh, a little bit of gray in there. Rocky forms.
Yep.
You parted ways with Peppermint and Time after reuniting for like just the one night, realizing that they weren't too. It was great to see you, but also time to move on, kind of thing. Keeping an eye out for, or asking, I think, Aurora to keep an eye out for Cam along the way as you continued on your journey, as you're walking, trying to figure out how you are going to basically find your way into the like hotspot caverns to try and face this elemental aspect of fire that you are walking towards, knowing that you have a few pieces of the aspect of ice on your person, just trying to create a plan, come up with a plan as you're walking. You talked about luring it out. You talked about potentially sending a scout down, asking Astra, who is still with you, guiding you to the spot, if the tenders can offer any support. Before Elle and Mrs. Q took a closer look at the Borealis that has been wrapped up over and over and over again in a significant amount of scarves or yarn of some sort, hiding an ancient magical artifact that has been hidden for many, many years and been tried to have been accessed by many, many people before you. And as Elle kind of took a little bit of time, Mrs. Q took a little bit of time trying to use the magic and use the staff. It took a little longer than you realized before Elle, sitting quietly, meditating with it for a good chunk of time. Finally, you feel it start to warm up to you a little bit. As you notice a flash of movement in the distance as the night starts to kind of engulf your camp. And one rocky hand reaching out from beneath you, just bursting from the earth, grabbing onto the Borealis that is in your hand. We will pick up right there as Elle, trying to hang on to this from your seated position. You feel yourself being lifted as this massive, like 15-foot tall, earthen, rocky creature starts to raise from the dirt and pull the Borealis with it. I would like you to first and foremost make a strength check to see if you can hang on to the Borealis.
So is it making a pulling motion as if to go down, or can I kind of tell if it's directional?
As if to go like this to its full height, holding the Borealis.
Okay. Well, I want to hold on to that. Elle's putting her whole butt into holding on to this thing.
All right, see if you can hang on to it as it's like rising up from under you. The ground kind of under you is sort of like heaving as this massive form sticks out of the ground.
Okay, that's a 15.
The 15. As you barely hang on, you feel your feet lift off the ground as you are kind of like somehow grabbing on to like the little nubbin gold end of this massive or this ancient artifact. But you are kind of dangling, looking into the face of this earthen creature, whatever it may be, like face to face, nose to nose with it, and your feet dangling about 10 feet off the ground. We are all going to have to roll initiative for this as this creature.
Hey guys! A little help.
Mrs. Q, you are like right there as it happens, and I will send out the map in a second.
Like enough that I still have the possibility of jumping to catch her feet?
On your turn, possibly,
Yes. Okay.
depending on what happens. Okay, you got an 8. Just trying to get the root first. Load.
Three.
Wait,
Alrighty, so 8. Sir Basil.
Let's go.
18.
What the heck?
It's fighting time.
Mrs. Q?
9.
Elle.
Whoa.
Zach, I'm just hitting my phone. Come on.
Aurora.
7.
There we go.
Oops.
Oh boy.
Okay, what did you go for?
Amazon package.
Oh,
Shit, there's an elemental there. What?
Okay, sorry. Let me in.
still need your initiative roll there, Elle.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. Elle got you dirty 20. Yeah. Alrighty. So as you are all, it is nighttime. There is not that much fire, just as a heads up. Excuse me.
But there is
Okay,
some
good.
fire.
Everything in the Scorched Grove is still this kind of like smoldering. Like there's always a constant sort of ember to this. Not enough to burn you, but just pretend that it's embers. Mind Palace here. As Elle and Mrs. Q were kind of off to the side, the rest of you were around more of that hearth area that Mrs. Q had built. I think there was a bit of like burnt food at one point while Astra was kind of keeping an eye on Elle. Aurora sending a few messages here or there, I think earlier, and making her way around the camp. It is, we're talking like around 10, 11 p.m. at night. As this massive creature now has Elle, it should actually be bigger.
Whoa.
Massive
Okay.
creature has Elle dangling, both hands holding on to the end of the Borealis. You are up first, Elle. You're up first, Sir Basil. You are on deck. Try and think of your turn a little earlier. That way we can keep it moving and keep the vibe going. But Elle, you are up first.
Okay, I am not in the owl bear yet. I'm waiting to join.
I do not see you. Can you try to rejoin?
Yep. Connecting. Aha. Oh! Very fiery. Okay. Ooh, goo, 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 goo. Okay. So I'm looking at this elemental. Can I get a read that if it's fiery, if it's earthy? I'm getting a read that it's earthy.
On a quick glance, coming from the earth, you get a good vibe that this is probably earth.
Earthy. Okay.
There's only kind of like, dug out hollows for eyes. It's very rotund. Arms they dangle a little longer, kind of gorilla-esque, but it is standing upright and holding you these like club-like arms, holding this very ancient artifact, and you dangling from it as you are face to face with it. It kind of glances at you, these like dark kind of carved out pits for eyes. What do you do?
Oh, what do I do? Okay.
Oh no. You need a notepad?
No, it's fine. I only fixed it like 4 times yesterday.
I was
and
gonna
it
say, is
still
this the
didn't
same one that
save.
broke last night?
Yes.
Okay, so staring into the face of this elemental, Elle's gonna try to just pull her body up to like really wrap it around the staff. She wants to get a better handle on the staff. Would that be, 'cause I don't know if I can really hurt this thing that much. I really don't want it to take the staff though.
What you doing now?
Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna try. So I just wonder if this would be my movement or my action to try to like pull my legs up to just really entangle my body around the staff.
I just want you to give me an athletics check
Okay.
to see if you can do that. On a success, it'll be harder to shake you off.
Okay. Ooh, athletics.
I'm kind of counting this as like a grapple.
Okay, I only got an 11.
Oh, it is
I only got an 11.
11. Okay. All right, so you heave up and you grab onto this thing. You find enough space. You're kind of now holding onto the bottom of the like fiber that's been wrapped around this thing. So you've been able to heave your body up and hold on to this. You wrap your legs around. You feel as secure as possible, but you are now like you're about 15 feet up off the ground, still face to face with this thing. You might be a little harder to reach as you are quite high at this point, but you feel a little more secure as you wrap your arms around. That is going to be your action. You just have a bonus action left.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I could do. Oh, I'm just gonna hold on and keep screaming.
Yes. Basil, you are up. Mrs. Q, you're on deck.
Can you remind me, is this thing fully on the ground now, like so we can see this full figure?
Full figure in all of its like very rocky, rotund glory.
How tall?
This thing is
Usually-
about feet tall, with like long dangling arms.
How long? How tall? So you cut out.
Oh, sorry, 15 feet. You had a look on your face that usually means trouble, so I was concerned.
We've had bigger.
I should have known it was coming. Basil.
So is it gonna go like to Hulk Basil?
Yeah.
And he's gonna rush in. And he's gonna try and almost treat this thing as if it's like a tree, and he's just gonna try and like hack at its legs and try and just chop it down.
Okay,
Go.
so go ahead and make your attacks. Perfect, yeah, Hulk Basil.
Okay.
Timber.
Stupid.
So the first one is a 26, and then the next one's a 10.
The 10 does not hit, the 26 does.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'll roll the damage for that first.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna. This is Q, then you.
That's gonna do 18 damage, right? 14. Yes, 18 damage, and then since my one attack connected, as it hits, You're gonna see like a bright light shoot from underneath this elemental, and fiery chains come up to try and grapple it.
Ooh.
As I use my, what's it called? Fire rune.
Okay.
Let's see how much damage that does. That's gonna do 8 fire damage. And I need a strength saving throw.
Okay. All right, that is going to be a 21.
Okay. So
Ooh.
it tries to like to restrain it, but it's able to kind of shake him off, but it still gets the fire damage.
Okay. So as it takes the damage, you see like the rock kind of like char a little bit. But the chains don't find hold as this thing kind of shakes them off and stands a little bit taller. Elle, you are kind of swinging as it's moving around, trying to kind of almost like hold it like an older sibling, trying to keep the remote out of the hands of a younger sibling sort of thing. It's holding the Borealis high and just kind of swinging around with its other hand, forcing the chain off. That's your turn, Basil?
Yes.
Okay. It is the elemental's turn as it kind of thrashes around you and is just going to come and try and punch you. I believe twice. Oh,
Watch out, Basil, it's gonna punch you.
Twice.
oh, sorry. It is not going to
With the same hand.
yeah, pull back and do it again. It is not going to do that. It is going to, you see it take the hand that is not currently holding the Borealis and Elle, and it is going to slam it into the ground, and you see a shockwave burst out in front of you, Basil. I need you to, this is a roll. That is going to be a 12 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Misses.
As you take this like shockwave and you hear like this crack of almost thunder in your ears, you're deafened for a second, almost fall, but manage to kind of keep your feet. As it does not go through. That sucks. That sucks for it. However, Aurora, as you are watching this unfold, you feel the ground beneath your feet sink and get a little bit dicey. And I need you to make a athletics or an acrobatics check.
Ooh, neither my strong suit. That's a 10.
It rolled an 11.
Nice.
As you see another elemental kind of reach out and grab you around the waist as it stands to its full height and kind of pulls you up and off the ground. You are grappled by the second.
Shit. Well, guys.
Okay.
We keep getting double teamed. This is what happened last time too.
All right, as that is their turn, as Apoc, the ground underneath you kind of pushes you back a little bit as you see the second monster.
As it's pushing
up out of the
up,
ground.
can I try and hold on along with her? Like as Aurora is being lifted up, when it's erupting, is it below us or in between us? And can I, you don't have to do this as the same action. Can I just use my movement to climb up? How tall is this thing? And can I get to Aurora?
You know what? Give me a perception check. And the reason why I'm going to say this is if you can sense the ground is moving as this thing is erupting, essentially you're trying to beat its stealth, I will allow you to grab onto this. If you do not, you don't see it coming.
I'm just trying to get up there.
I know it's not your turn yet though. So
I thought you just said it's my turn.
No, I said Apoc. You feel the ground erupting around you.
Okay, sorry. I can wait for my turn.
Okay. I thought you were trying to do something else that was funny, but okay.
I'll do the funny thing on my turn.
All right, so for flavor,
Alright.
you kind of get pushed back a little bit as the ground becomes like this quicksand almost around you as you see your friend, question mark, Aurora, grappled by this thing as this massive, like club-like hand is holding her. That is its turn. All right. Basil, I would like you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. Ooh, that is my weakest. Oh, there. Well,
Doesn't matter.
let's go.
Oh,
14.
-1 wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
my.
not smart.
The shade.
Hey. All right, Basil. You maintain yourself after the thunderous strike, barely notice as this kind of like very light weight sort of sits on your back. And as you kind of finally realize what's going on, you kind of get some darkness as your vision turns to a little bit of a tunnel vision. I'm gonna message you.
Okay. I'm getting a migraine. Hold on.
I don't know where you are. I gotta search you. Nope, that's my name. All right. As all of you kind of see,
Okay.
Basil sort of stop for a second, after kind of maintaining himself, and his arm sort of drops that's holding his greatsword. As Apoc, you kind of look over and see a figure clinging to Basil's back, who was once invisible, almost caught by Elle, but just kind of clinging there. She
Damn.
looks over and gives you a little wink.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker, indeed. Let go of my friends.
She looks over. Your friend called me. And you see her in her like winged, devilish, fiendish form.
When did she
Sexy
get
form.
wings?
She always had wings.
Did she
She
always have
flew
wings?
out of range the first time you met her.
I thought she just kind of hovered up.
Mrs. Q, you are up. Apoc, you're
Holy
on deck.
shit, your girlfriend's hot, Apoc.
Ex-girlfriend.
Like, super
Elle-
sexy.
Elle yells, "It's complicated!" from like up there.
Okay. Mrs. Q is now looking at like 3 friends all with problems. And sort of like, ugh, because she feels torn about what to do, but she decides that she's gonna attack the stone giant that has Elle dangling. And you
Okay.
see her sort of like say some stuff and whisper some stuff and like wiggle her tiny little hedgehog fingers. And then this massive bolt of lightning comes from the sky and it's pink and it hits it. I'm attacking the first elemental with a pink lightning bolt, aka guiding bolt. I'm casting guiding bolt.
All right, so you make an attack roll then with your spell attack.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, I don't know why I can never remember how to do this. So, okay. My spell attack is, it's not the modifier, it's the spell attack, right? Because I see both.
Yeah.
Yep, so the one that says spell attack, you're +6.
Mhm.
So you roll your d20, you add that +6.
Okay, that is a 16.
16. All right,
I need
as
to read-
for guiding bolts, you see the lightning strike on the shoulder of this elemental. As a 16 hits this guy.
Ooh, that's good to know.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so I cast it at 4th level.
Yes.
Very nice.
Hang on. Where am I? Where am I? Which is,
Mrs. Q means business.
well, last time I tried to do something epic, it all fell apart, so. Okay, I'm gonna need some. 1, 2, I need
D6.
7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 D6s.
I forgot how powerful that spell is.
Okay, so we have, that's 3 6s, so that's 18. Math is hard. 20. 28 radiant damage.
Wow.
And
The elderly strikes.
yeah. The next attack roll made before the end of my next turn has advantage because there is a pink glittering light around this thing for the next round.
Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Yes, so on this particular one, so the one currently grabbing you, Elle, you see the pink glitter. As yep, you're right, the next one does have advantage. I forgot that about guiding bolt. That is your turn, Mrs. Q, unless you're gonna move or a bonus action.
Am I still very close to the one that has L? Like I haven't moved, so.
You are right.
Close-ish. Okay, then I'll stay there.
All right, Apoc, you are up.
Okay, how tall is this thing, and how high up is grappled Aurora?
So this thing is 15 feet tall.
Oh,
so
perfect.
whereas Elemental 1 is holding Elle up above their heads, Elemental 2 has kind of grabbed Aurora out in front. So Aurora's probably about like 10 feet up off the ground-ish.
Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna grab an arm, and you know that scene from Two Towers where Legolas kind of holds onto the Oliphant and just like, I don't know how he does it. It seemed unnatural, but flips up the wrong way, and it just works.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna do that to basically flip over and reach out so I could lock hands with Aurora and just say, "Do you trust me?"
Implicitly.
As we grab hands, Jeremy and his squad just wrap around our arms as we both coalesce into a
Don't like that word.
into a gaseous form.
Oh.
So you are ungrappled, and we are both Misty Cloud 10 feet above the air. So enough to get you ungrappled. I then drop it so that we're both out of the cloud and out of the elemental's grasp.
Okay, where do you want to put yourselves?
Well, we could move 10 feet, so enough to get us back, I would assume. And I think you could move on your own. Maybe? I don't know. Can we both move on my turn? Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
say no.
Probably not.
Whatever movement is gonna have to give both of you kind of like a pulled forced movement.
So would I know that? So could I just move away and like my mist is moving away and I can see Aurora's mist still there and I can just wait?
Hold on. How the hell does gaseous form work?
It's concentration, so I can drop it at will, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the DM, and I wouldn't allow that.
Like, can I move my mist away?
No, my mist is going wherever your mist is going.
Is it? Okay, I'm fine taking you with me.
I was gonna say, I feel like you're just like one thing.
Are we
now.
one thing? Okay.
That's kind of what it feels like to me.
Well, that's all I was worried about. So if I can
Yeah.
move us both back 10 feet, kind of by Astra, then that's perfect. So
Yeah.
out of the like immediate reach and vicinity, and then I'll drop it so that we're both there. And I just look back at the elemental. Nobody picks her up but me.
I like it.
That's my turn.
Can you do both of you?
Yes, you transfer a willing creature you touch along with everything. Can I not transform
You
them?
transform a willing creature you touch along with everything it's wearing and carrying. You
Okay.
have to.
I thought it was both, but I'll just transform her then. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aurora, you are gas at this point, but because it is not Aurora's turn, she
There.
cannot leave yet. So you
Okay.
are mist next to the elemental.
Okay.
Apoc.
I could have swore I could have done both, but that's all right.
Both.
Can you drop the mist whenever you want?
Concentration. I don't know. I'm not the DM.
One action touch. Yeah, it's concentration. You could drop it whenever you want, but Aurora is still right next to the elemental. So you have not moved because
Okay.
it is not your turn. You are now just gas.
I could have swore Misty Touch or Gaseous Form could do
right?
both. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, love, I don't see it.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Unless you have something in your traits that lets you do it,
No.
but I don't think so.
No, I don't. Okay.
So
I
Aurora,
just back away.
You
She's
are
still there.
still here. Apoc, you had to reach up to touch her. You're gonna back away?
I don't think I have anything else. Spells, actions. Yeah, I back away.
You back away?
Yeah.
This thing is gonna go ahead and take a swipe.
That's
at you.
fine.
You rolled a crit fail. Damn it.
Nice.
As it uses its reaction to take a swing at you, but you are able to safely back away.
Cool.
So you can where you like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to Astra. That's my
Alright.
turn.
That is your turn. Aurora, you are up. Astra, and then Elle, you're on deck. So just as a heads up. Aurora, you are a gas.
It's like I don't know, like when like a creature gets unexpectedly wet or like stuck in something, it just doesn't know what to do. They're just like, like we freeze.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I'll just start like drifting away casually. I guess I'm not really able to, like, I can't speak or do anything, so I'm just kind of floating.
Can I see it moving? Like,
Yeah,
You can see it. Sorry, Aurora.
Yeah, you can see me floating away. I think I can do that.
as soon as Aurora gets free, I'll drop it. Can I do that? Not on my turn?
You can do concentration. You can drop at any time.
Cool.
I'm allowing that.
I drop it.
How far does she get when you drop it?
Like out of reach, like I don't know. As long as she looks like she's out of the elemental's range.
Okay. So Aurora will allow you to move up to your movement speed away.
Okay.
It's flying speed of 10 feet.
Oh, okay, 10 feet. So you only get to move 10 feet.
And then, I don't know.
Okay. So that would be your movement. You still have your action and your bonus action.
Oh, what the heck just happened? Okay, we'll unpack that one later. Are are we attacking her? Like, what's the deal with the winged girl?
Kill the bitch.
Okay. Well, this is something Pappy used to do. So, and I look at Petra. What was I gonna say? Take a look at what you've done. Because baby, we got bad blood, and I cast Pappy's psychic lance towards her, and I need her to make an intelligence saving throw. Sorry, let me back that up. I turn like my form of dread, and then I do that.
Okay. So what is it? An intelligence?
Intelligence saving roll 16.
Okay. Oh, she rolled a 15.
Okay, so she's gonna take 8d8 damage.
Sorry, how much is that?
8d8. 1 second.
Oh, 8d8.
8d8.
That's pretty good. That is some bad blood.
You're being fought over, Apoc. How do you feel?
I don't think it's that at all.
33 psychic damage. And because she failed the saving throw, she's incapacitated.
Oh,
So
Yes.
any concentration spells she drops, a whole bunch of stuff happens. Can't take any actions, bonus actions or reactions, no concentration, can't speak. And we have advantage, I think, on her.
Ooh, that's good.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Let me just check something. Give me 2 seconds.
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, all right. Okay, sorry, there's many tabs open. So what is it that Petra cannot do?
So she's just incapacitated. So no actions, bonus actions, or reactions. No concentration. And if she had concentration, it's broken. She can't speak. And I think that's it.
Okay. Okay, until the end of your next turn. All right, so Petra, you kind of feel on your back there, Basil kind of cling onto you as she is stuck there, I guess, for right now. There's so many tabs. Aurora, that is your turn.
Yeah. She wasn't like summoning these elementals at all, was she?
No, she was not.
Same.
Good ask.
Oh, she also has to make a wisdom saving throw now as well.
Okay, so she can still move.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can still move. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. That is an 18.
She succeeds.
Okay.
Good.
All right. As she kind of looks sort of wildly over her shoulder, clinging onto the back of you, Basil. That is your turn, Aurora. Astra is up. Elle, you are on deck. You're coming up. Astra is up for now as the world kind of exploded around her, and she is a little slower to react, being a little bit more focused on Elle's end. As she sees Elle dangling from the Borealis. You see Astra You see Astra. What the heck is this one? She's gonna do this. You see as Astra kind of runs forward and reaches out her hand, kind of spreading out a little bit from you, Apoc, as she kind of screams, just protect the Borealis at all costs. And she is going to reach out her hand, and these vines kind of sprout out from the ground, Elle, very similar to Basil's chains, just not on fire, as they are going to try to wrap around the thing grabbing you. Yeah, they're going to reach out and try and grab onto this thing and kind of pull it a little bit just to the other side of Basil, getting it a little bit closer to where Apoc can see it. As she's going to cast her grasping vines on it, which dexterity. Good. As these vines wrap around the elemental and yank it just to the other side of Basil. Elle, you kind of swing a little bit as it's holding its arm in the air, but it brings it into your view, Apoc, and you can see this, and Aurora as well, and you can see Elle dangling from this glowing Borealis staff, now within both of your views. As Astra kind of holds the vines and tries to hold this creature in place. But that will be her turn. Elle, you are up.
Gotta get
Basil, you're on deck.
back. Gotta get the staff back.
Okay. Elle is still kind of freaking out. But knowing that there might be a mightier bird form that could take this thing on, she's gonna wild shape into a giant vulture again.
Yeah.
And is she able to try to like pull the staff? Because I imagine it goes from being wrapped around to being like in my claws. Can she like try to pull the staff free from this thing?
You can certainly try. It will be the vulture's strength versus this thing's strength.
Argument.
Yeah.
Does wild shape take everything in your possession, what you're holding along with you when you change forms?
Interesting.
I'm assuming it does, because I'd still be holding on to the same thing. Because if not, would I drop my weapons every time I wild shape? My books?
You
My
would not.
toys?
However, this is currently a contested item. You do not have full possession of this, and
Okay.
why I let this thing phase through the earth with it already.
Inspiration to the DM. Love it.
I am going to say no.
I definitely thought about gaseous forming Elle, but I thought I would lose that one.
You definitely would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
if
you are to it as
I
a
mean-
vulture, your strength versus this thing's strength.
Okay, I'm confused. So am I able to try pulling it away, or do I not have possession of this if I turn into wild shape?
So right now, you don't have sole possession of this thing, even now in your elf form. If you to a vulture, you are able to hold on to it. I'll give you that. But
Okay.
pulling away is something different, and it's not going
Oh,
to
yeah.
wild.
No.
The other question is, this is going to be like an action to pull this thing away. Is your wild shape an action?
It is. That's why I was wondering if I could do both or if I have to wait.
So you cannot do both. They're both going to be
Okay.
action.
Then I'm just still gonna hold on to this thing.
Wild shape will bonus action.
I don't think for Elle.
No, it's not. It's an action.
Yeah.
So you're still going to hold on to this thing. So give me another
Yeah.
strength. You were able to hang on as this thing was swinging and you were being pulled throughout the last round. I didn't make you roll, but
Okay, because I'm stronger as a vulture than I am as Elle, so I still think this is fine.
Strongest of the group.
so
Yeah, look at me go.
Did you
Kind of
transform
me.
into
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because I can still be holding on to this thing, but I can't pull it away.
Correct. So if you transformed into a vulture, you're still holding on. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You are holding
Okay.
on to the thing.
Okay.
So the thing is holding you up here, and all of a sudden the weight gets a little bit heavier. You see its arm kind of dip a little bit before pulling back up as this like 8-ounce bird suddenly becomes a massive vulture. You are hanging on to it right now. Should things happen, we'll see if you can continue to do so, but you have not lost it yet. You're still hanging on.
Okay.
I will say that's your turn though, Elle, unless there is any.
Do I have to roll a strength check? Because I did.
No, you're still hanging on to
Okay.
it. You lose it.
Damn it, it was a good roll too.
Sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
Don't be.
I should have thought to do this last time, but Elle and myself were freaking out.
Okay. So that is your turn, Elle. Basil, you are on deck. As your vision tunnels, you feel a very light weight on your back. And the last thing whispered in your ear was, just help a girl out, won't you?
No.
Yes.
You got quite a few targets around you. What would you like to do?
I can choose.
You have been instructed by Petra to help her out. And she wants that staff. What do you do?
Is that a concentration spell?
No, it's not.
How,
I checked. That's why I was panic typing.
how high is Elle Vulture? Oh, she's gone.
So the staff was about 15 feet off the ground. In your big Basil form, I think that's still like an arm's reach away from you. Elle is now a giant vulture, so her wings are kind of over both you and the golem. Or you and, sorry, the earth elemental.
Okay,
You
cool.
also have Mrs. Q around you. You've got Apoc at your back.
Mhm.
But you have a
Uh,
nice friend who's clinging on to you right now, and she wants that staff. And you need to
Yeah.
protect her.
Okay. Here's what Basil's gonna do. he's gonna like with kind of like a dazed look on his face. He's just gonna say, maybe he says something like, "So saucy," and then just like lunges for Elle, and he's
The
gonna
fuck?
take just two massive swings at her to try and like get her away from the staff.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Take your 2 attacks at Elle.
Okay.
Come on.
So those are both 26.
I have a 10 armor class as a vulture, so those both hit.
Okay. Oh,
Come on, come on. Don't you dare do this, Basil.
that's 27 slashing damage.
On the first one?
Well, both hits together. 'Cause
Okay.
these are both- So imagine it's just like because you're hovering, and as a Jer being like I have good height, so Hulk Basil will just jump up and just like slash twice at you,
Mhm.
trying to like just get away from the staff.
You said it was 27?
Yeah.
27.
Are you still a vulture, Elle?
No.
All right. As Elle's vulture form drops, give me just an acrobatics check, Elle, to see if you can grab back on as your form shifts and you kind of tumble in the air after taking damage.
Okay. 18.
18. You're able to kind of grab back onto the Borealis. You kind of land almost on this Earth Elemental's arm as you are clinging onto the Borealis still, but you have lost your vulture form. As you took significant damage from Big Basil, who is eye to eye with you, pretty much.
Elle's gonna look at him, and I think she can tell that Basil would never do that to her. So he's got to be in there somewhere. And like she's crying. There's some tears coming down her face, and she's gonna look at him.
Okay.
His face is like.
Mhm.
To end my turn, what I'll probably do is I envision as after the attack, Basil lands, maybe kind of like turns in a way to like so that Petra would be like behind him. So he's just pivoting essentially. And as if he's trying to like be the human shield. And he will as his bonus use the help action, which would just give her advantage for something on her turn.
Amazing. All right, as that ends your turn, Basil, protecting your friend. She's your friend. That will end your turn as it bumps back to the first Earth Elemental. Mrs. Q, you are up in a couple, so just as a heads up. As the Earth Elemental, kind of seeing what just transpired with Basil and with Elle, is going to try and take the staff that you're on, and it's just going to try and whip you off of the staff, Elle. I need you to make I need you to make an athletics check to see if you can hang on as this thing is just going to try and whip you off of it.
Okay.
And this thing is gonna try and whip you over towards.
Okay.
I would just try and whip
Athletics.
towards Apoc.
I rolled a 19 and have a 0 to athletics, so 19.
It did not roll well to shake you off. So you are managed to hang on as this thing tries to like swing you off. And you are almost comically hanging on, but you manage to do so. As it spends its action trying to get rid of you. But you are clinging on. The second elemental kind of does the very odd open its hand as Aurora has just escaped its grasp and is going to look up towards where Apoc is. Oh, wait a second. Let me double check on that. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to look over towards you, Apoc, and it is going to close the distance. And this one is going to go ahead and try and slam you with its fist.
Watch out,
That's-
Apoc.
But it's like a matte version of it.
Every time we say what it's going to do, it changes its mind. So I'm hoping.
It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I'm going to take it, but it's also going to take some damage from Spiny Shield
Okay.
as a reaction. So it hits into me, but is it just like a fist?
So it is a fist, but as it does, you feel this like shockwave hit you as well.
Okay. Because it's similar going back and forth, but the shockwave is like a piercing spikes back at it.
Okay. So you take.
That's not bad.
You can tell me what it takes first.
No, it reduces it. So you need to tell me first.
It reduces it. Okay. So it is. It's 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Plus you take an additional 13 bludgeoning and an additional 11 thunder damage.
So 24 total?
As it smacks into you, correct?
So I take 18 and it takes 6 back.
Okay.
As it's reduced.
As the spiny shield kind of like punches a little into its fist as it draws itself back and shakes itself off. That will be its turn. Next in the order is Petra. Mrs. Q, you're on deck. As Petra cannot talk, has no action, no bonus action. Can't use that. Yeah, you see her kind of move herself just over to the other side, out of view of you, Mrs. Q. Still staying tucked behind Basil. But Aurora, you see kind of a glare, and all you see is as she can't talk until the end of your next turn. So she is
Petra,
going to...
Band-Aids won't fix bullet holes. Deal with it.
As I don't think she can't take action. That can't do that, can't do that, can't do that, can't do any of that. So she is stuck there. So that will be her turn as she is tucked behind Basil, out of sight from most of you. Mrs. Q, you are up. Apoc, you're on deck.
Okay. Mrs. Q is getting really worried that we don't seem to be doing a. Well, okay. No, I will not make the assumption. I will ask: do either of the things that have, or any of the things that have taken any attacks, look any different from when we started?
I mean, one of them looks pretty untouched. The other one is taking a couple hits. Yeah, not doing too great, or not doing too bad, not doing too great, but no, it's the center of attack.
Okay, Mrs. Q feels like it is proving difficult to have our attention split 3 ways, and so she wants to attack further. So she casts, how does this work? You see her sort of like whispering again, and her little fingers are moving, but they're moving a different way than they moved the last time. As you see sort of this, well, I don't know what it would look like, but I'm casting Guardian of Faith. So a large spectral guardian appears and hovers in unoccupied space within range that I can see within range. And so I'm going to put the guardian right in between Petra and the elemental so that they're both within 10 feet of it.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
Where?
you have to put.
What does the guardian look like?
So here's the thing. The guardian, it says that you can't see anything except indistinct, or it is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield. But to add a little bit of flavor, because this is Mrs. Q's, guardian. You notice as you're looking, when you see a sword and you see a shield. The shield looks very much like.
So
it looks great.
So you want like
in the unoccupied space between the two. Yep. Looks very much like a leaf of cabbage, and the sword looks very much like a carrot. And so you are thinking that the guardian may in fact be a bunny rabbit. And you would be right.
Amazing. All right.
This is
This potential bunny rabbit guardian appears basically underneath you, trying to hang on. You've never seen this before, but the cabbage is weird. Does anything happen, Mrs. Q?
So any creature hostile that moves into the space within 10 feet for the first time or on a turn must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Okay.
So it basically is there until it's somebody's turn.
Okay.
So I know it'll take.
That's okay.
You
I
need
will
to-
remember myself.
like get it right way? Like right now? Let's do it.
No, like it would happen if they moved in, then it would happen immediately. Or if they start their turn in there, it would happen immediately. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see me as a hostile?
I do not. Whoa, that's a good question. Can
What's that?
I tell the Guardian that Basil is not in fact a hostile, despite the fact that he's attacking our friends?
Attack me.
A creature hostile to you. Right now, Basil is hostile to you.
Sorry. Just stop being hostile by the time your next turn starts. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not really. Okay, sure.
Command or that you can label creatures. So if they are currently hostile to you, that is what we're going to go with.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, that is an awesome move, Mrs. Q. Are you going to do anything else? Are you going to move or are you a bonus action? Apoc, you're on deck.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right, Apoc, you're up. Aurora, you are on deck as this a new player has entered the game. Apoc, I think you can see it. Aurora, you cannot from where you are. And Astra cannot either.
Far away is this? And okay, that's not very far. I'm assuming each square is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like 10 feet away. L's up in the air, right? So L's more than like 10 feet off the ground?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna pull out from my little bandolier one of the potions of frost that Tapika made way back when. And I want to throw it at the stone elemental that's like grappling with the staff right now.
Okay.
Aiming towards the lower half so it explodes. This potion of frost should create like a flash freeze of ice on its lower half.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that first. Is that just a ranged attack?
Yep, go ahead and make a ranged attack. It'll
Did
be
you say-
against it.
Is it elemental 1 or 2? Which one?
I think 1.
The one holding L, right? That's elemental 1.
Yeah. Do I still get to add my ranged attack with it? It's a ranged attack
Wait, so-
modifier?
Sorry, you're throwing your potion at it?
Yeah, I'm throwing one of my frost potions at it. Come on, please. I need this to blow up on it. Ooh, that's an 18,
18 just
I
hits.
think. Or
No, sorry, this one is a little different. What was it?
I don't know if it's the same modifier as my bow. I don't know what it is. It proficiency
So
index?
it's
plus
Yeah, your
7.
proficiency.
Yeah, that's 18.
18, yeah, that hits.
Wait,
Perfect.
question for you, Andrea. Can I do a reaction?
Yes, you can if you have a reaction.
Oh.
How?
Do you have a reaction that is
How
a-
far? How far away?
Look at. I'm looking at Cloud Rune.
Okay, let me take a peek.
Let me know.
Are you gonna charm Apoc?
That's a different one, but
Stone rune, cloud rune. Okay. That would apply. That would apply.
oh no, this is going bad. Okay,
Do it.
I'll say as soon throw it. Sir Basil will just kind of like seeing it happen and in his mind seeing it as a threat, will kind of just like yell, and almost like from his voice, there's just like a you would probably perceive it as just like from him, and then it's like this like light or almost like a like this like cloudy blur that like makes you like blurs your vision just for a second, and instead of throwing your potion at the elemental, you throw your potion at Elle.
Okay, what?
I'm so
So
sorry, Steph.
I want to know what it is.
Basil has an ability where if he sees a creature being hit by an attack, he can use his reaction to choose a different creature.
Okay.
Other than the attacker within 30 feet of him.
So
To
it's
become
still
a target.
it still hits, and it's going to hit both of them because the creature is probably within 5 feet of Elle
So it would hit Elle and the
Okay.
creature.
and the staff. So
And the staff.
when it impacts,
It hit everybody.
it'll hit in a
that's
5
fair.
foot.
So it,
Do you want me to read it?
it would hit. Yeah, go ahead and read me the.
Okay, so when
Hold on.
thrown, any creature, if the potion bursts on a creature, specifically the target and anyone within 5 feet of the target must make a dex saving throw of 14.
The target and anyone in the target. Okay, so Elle and the elemental for sure. Within 5 feet, Basil, you'd have to make that as well. Petra is still incapacitated. No action, no bonus action, no reaction, no concentration, no speak. So I think she can still make it. And Mrs. Q's guardian would need to make it as well. Don't know how that works. Let's look that up.
Can the guardian take damage?
I don't know. Can your guardian take damage? It's spectral.
I probably should have chosen a different target, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
So would this be cold damage?
It'll be frost damage.
The guardian is spectral. It does
Is
not.
that the same thing or is it different?
What's it?
Frost damage. I
Yeah,
don't know.
cold damage.
Cold damage? Okay.
Okay, so sorry. Basil, make a dexterity saving throw. Elle, make a dex save. The elemental will make a dex save. And Petra will
So
make a dex.
just to clarify, is the dex to see if I take damage or if it hits me?
If it hits you.
Okay.
No,
Guardian
Did it
takes
hit?
Guardian takes no damage.
If the potion bursts on the
Thank you.
creature specifically, the target and anyone within it must make a dex saving throw. So I have to hit a target, right? So I was rolling to hit, and then this is the explosion round.
correct.
So I hit the target.
Yeah,
That
okay.
target is Elle. This is exploding on Elle and everybody to the save.
Correct. Yep. Sorry.
I only asked because I am immune to cold damage.
Perfect.
Okay. so
That's
you're
great.
good. Okay. Okay, Basil, give me your dex save.
21.
Saves. Half damage.
Yep. And the elemental and Petra rolled a natural 18 and a natural 19.
Okay, so everybody's taking half damage. So 5 points.
Except for Elle. Elle takes no damage.
Elle takes no damage. So that was my first attack?
Wait, Sean, I missed that. Am I? Was I affected there?
No.
No, you are good.
You're good. It's a ranged attack, right?
Oh dear. but it's not really with your.
This is regardless of my bow or not. This is just I always get 2 attacks per action.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Is that guiding bolt still on the elemental?
Yes, it is. No one has attacked it again yet.
Okay. So
Not directly. Yeah, no one's attacked it directly yet.
All right. So my second attack will be with the bow.
Did you say the damage?
5 damage, Basil.
Yeah, that's already with the half. So.
Does that change things about my current state? Because I
ahead.
took damage.
My second one. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits this one.
Okay. So it's going to be 1d8. How's the frosty state of this like grapple? Is everybody frosty and holding on to this thing?
To look at this item.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me look at this item while you're.
Okay.
It was.
Look, it kind of changes what I'm. If the grip on that thing looks loose, I might do something different.
Which one was it? Potion of Frost?
Yeah, Potion of Frost.
Okay.
Okay, I'll roll this, but
They take this and cannot take. Well, they all passed. Okay.
Making everything chilly. How's everybody doing?
Pass there. You see like ice. Excuse me. You see ice shock up the creature's arms, but they didn't pass their saves. Grip does not look super loose.
okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna add on some piercing damage then. With the guided swarm. I'm gonna reroll you because that's even worse. That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if it's a crit. Yeah, it's not a crit.
Okay, as the second arrow kind of sinks into this rock creature, you find like a softer sandy spot as it takes it, and Elle, you hear kind of a grunt from this creature as Apoc hits it with an arrow. As it is now frosty, seared, singed, a little bit burnt, beaten, pulled by vines, held in place a little bit as the vines start to fade. It is having a time. Is that your turn, Apoc?
Yeah, that's it.
Aurora.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the elemental with my book in hand, and I'm gonna just try and grab its leg. And as you just see my eyes just go like pitch black as all of the light of my like shiny blue eyes disappears, and you see like black energy coming out of my hands into the side of this thing. I need it to make a save of some type.
Cool.
Wisdom save 16.
Wisdom save 16. It rolled exactly a 16.
All right, then I'll do something. Bardic inspiration, and then I'm gonna run away.
All right. As that is Aurora, did you had to run up and touch it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, this thing is gonna take a swing at you.
Oof.
As you run away. That is another natural 16, so that is 20.
Yeah, that hits.
3 to hit.
It hits.
So you are going to take. I rolled 2 1s on the damage.
Nice.
So you're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 15 points of thunder damage as the force hits you from behind, and you kind of get
15?
knocked forward. 1-5 thunder damage.
Ah.
Wave of this thing hits you.
Okay, that hurt.
Yeah. All right, Aurora, that was your turn. Astra is up. Elle, you are on deck. Basil, you're on deck after that. Oh, that's 1 too far. I said Aster, right?
Mhm.
Astra. Okay.
Man, that was gonna be so good.
Sorry.
Shit, I forgot about this.
We would have had the staff back. It would have been so good.
5 foot wide, 60 foot long. She cannot safely execute that.
That sounds ominous.
Yep.
Astro, do what you gotta do.
She is going to start. Give me a second. Yeah. Astra is going to. Astra is going to take some inspiration from you, Elle, seeing that she. No, she's pretty fixated. She's going to take some inspiration from you, Elle, and she is going to run forward and kind of give a powerful wing flap. And she's going to take the form that you've seen before of a massive owl. And she is going to land on top of this elemental. And this is a action for Astra. She's going to land on top of this elemental, and you see her claws starting to try and dig into this thing around its neck, trying to just kind of like free its head from its body, as she is trying to support you in this, and getting rid of this thing. But that is going to be her action, and she cannot attack this round. So Elle, you are up.
Okay. Oh, so Astra's right above. Okay.
Basil, you're on deck.
I was feeling a little disheartened because she's not that strong, but she's using literally everything she's got to hold on to this thing.
Your grip icon is slowly losing losing stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Do it.
Elle's torn. She doesn't know if she should just really focus on holding on to this thing and hoping somebody comes and gets her. But like, yeah.
Can't afford to lose it.
I know, I just worry if I mean, casting a spell doesn't affect my grip necessarily, does it?
If it has a somatic component, that's your hand motion. You would need to remove one hand in order to do it.
Just shake it off. Shake it off.
How many, Eric? How many?
How many what? I'm in
Elle
character.
would not be a Swiftie, I'm just saying.
No, but Aurora would.
Aurora 100% would.
100%.
Fuck.
Has your has the incapacitated faded on Petra? It was
Yes.
1 round.
Correct.
I have to keep track of this or else I'm
Yeah.
gonna forget.
Yeah,
Okay,
Petra's
sorry.
There's yeah, like I'm wondering I think Elle's gonna, can I hold an action until, I don't know. Everything is somatic. So anything I would try to do would lose my grip, and I really don't want to hold on to this. I really want to hold on to this thing.
You doing now?
I mean, birds are super dexterous with their feet. Could she like do the action with her toes?
It does just.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the bargaining.
Yeah.
I know. I've thought, I'm like, could I figure out another way? But no, I get that.
What you got, Elle? You can delay the turn if you'd like.
Yeah, I think I'm going to delay. I just because I know if I wanted to hold her ready, I'd have to give like what I'm waiting or holding it for. And I don't know if I want to do that either.
Tough pickle, but what would Elle do in this moment? What's she feeling?
She's just fucking holding on. That's like all she knows. She figures that thing that she's holding is probably the reason they're all coming after it. So just
all right, strength
just
check.
hold on.
Bardic inspiration, don't forget. D8.
That's a D8. Okay. Oh, 6. I rolled a 16 and I got an 8 on the D8. So I think I'm holding on to it.
Okay. Wow,
Nice.
that's really good. So as you kind of reestablish your grip, the cold not messing with you, not making the arm slippery at all, you are able to almost like hold completely around this thing's fist, so you're not on the edge of being flung around. You are as secure as you feel you ever have been here. But that is going to be your turn.
I'm like marshmallow on the end of a marshmallow stick that you just cannot get off.
Correct. The one where
perfect.
harder, it'll
That's good.
set the forest on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, a few things have to happen here. Basil, it is your turn. First and foremost, I need you to make a, what the heck is it? Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're about to get whooped on the head with a carrot.
Okay. 7.
Wah, wah, wah. 14. I could beat a 14. Whoop bam!
Okay.
That's oh dear. It's 20 radiant damage for you.
Oh shit.
Damage.
Damn.
I read that about 4 times to make sure I was reading that right.
Ooh.
Mrs. Q, please keep track of the amount of damage this thing is dealing, because it leaves when it's a total of 60.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make another wisdom save for me, Basil.
Okay.
Be better.
-1.
Be wiser. Oh.
18.
That was so much fun. Okay. As you get whacked with this carrot, Mrs. Q cheering a little bit, maybe feeling just a little bit bad. You kind of blink and instinctively rub your eyes, Basil, and when you open them, that tunnel vision is gone. As your eyes returned to normal, and for a second, you have a bit of a blank of what just happened over the past 12 seconds, and you kind of shake yourself out of it, feeling a light weight on your back. In between Elle, who's still clinging on, there's a little bit of frost, there's a giant owl that you just kind of woke up to, and this massive cabbage and carrot swinging like very scarily kind of in front of you. Your memories kind of come back as to what happened over the past few rounds, realizing that you did some hefty damage to Elle, but you have your senses about you. What would you like to do?
I'm sorry. That was just gonna be like so overwhelmed with emotion. Probably like it would probably be a mix of like screaming and frustration, probably like tearing up a little bit of like how could I of all people hurt those closest to me, and like he like recognizes this thing on his back. He's just gonna like try and like reach behind him as Hulk Basil and just rip this thing off of his back, whatever this creature is, and just try and just like whip it off his back. And well, we'll see if I can get it off my back first.
Okay, so if you are trying to like grab and throw this creature, first and foremost, you are going to make an athletics check, and this creature is going to try and avoid the grapple.
Ooh, okay. That's unnatural 20.
Ooh.
The creature rolled a 21.
Ooh.
Oh! Sean
Okay.
can confirm. Sean can confirm.
You're good.
As you try, you have like this very strange kind of leathery feeling appendage, and you kind of almost jerk your hand back as you are unable to grapple this creature on your back. And you hear a voice kind of in your ear go, "So we're no longer friends, I see. Unfortunate. A little bit of a problem, but that's okay." That is going to be your action, Basil.
Hmm.
Is it a
Okay,
sec?
so I can either do a bonus action or a movement.
Could you just like body slam yourself into the ground?
So that was my thought. Like, what if I could just like literally like just fall backwards and just land on my back to try and like pin her to the ground?
Petra had the form of like
Who just turned into an owl then?
Astra.
Oh God. Okay.
Sorry. So you want to voluntarily go prone.
Well, let me see.
This is a good move. This has never had negative consequences before.
In real life, the rest
On
of
what
us
names
live-
Astra and Petra are so hard to keep separate in my head.
I know. Sorry. You get whatever is saved on Pinterest recently.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Basil?
Jeez. Don't have any good. Okay, I envision it like something like you would probably see in like wrestling, right? You can't get the guy off your back, so you literally just like jump up and try and land on your back to like knock the wind out of them. And so yeah, I try and do that with Petra on my back.
Okay. I'm just gonna give her a straight up dexterity save to see if she can get out of the way quick enough. Regardless, you will land prone on your back. But if she can't, what's your normal attack bonus there, Basil? I guess I can look it up.
Attack bonus?
Okay, with your sword. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, no, we're gonna do this. All right. As you land on your back and you hear a like short scream that's kind of cut short as Petra becomes like almost pinned underneath you. I just want you to roll me What would be your unarmed? Just roll me what your unarmed strike would be. So roll a d20 and oh no, sorry, it's 4 bludgeoning. That's the damage. As you kind of land on your back with Petra underneath you, you are prone, but she is like squished, and she is going to take the 4 damage of an unarmed attack.
Oh. So that was technically just my movement, right?
Pardon me?
That was technically just my movement, right?
You use your action to try and get her off. That was your movement.
Who goes after me?
I think it's one of the
Mrs.
elementals up.
Sorry, what?
Mrs. Q is technically after you in the order.
As he like lands on his back and pins her, he'll just yell like, hit her quickly while she's pinned, and he'll use his bonus action to do help
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
for Mrs. Q.
All right, so that is Basil's turn. Just want to check in. It is 9. Do we want to get up for a quick stretch break and come back?
Sure. Yeah, I'll make some tea. I'll be right.
Take a couple minutes, we'll come back. The elemental starts in the order, so it's a nice point to pause.
Nice for you.
Sweet.
Let's do this.
Yes. Keep it-
Ah,
Please try and think of, I know things change quite quickly, but please try and think of your turn a little bit in advance. We'll try and keep it moving as quick as we can. I don't want to end mid-fight, but if we have to, that's okay.
We're not ending the fight.
We'll get you to bed early, Steph. Okay, so we ended on Basil's turn. We're picking up right back in the order with the
Let's
first
go.
Earth Elemental. Mrs. Q, you are coming up after all the baddies.
Yes.
We have
So-
to roll dex.
Elemental.
That's right.
Cabbage to the face.
Oh, it's a cabbage to the face this time.
Yeah, this time the rabbit is like sealed, like smushing them with the shield. What do you know, attacking with the
Yeah, like
in the
a
face.
shield tackle.
yeah, that.
This better not awaken anything in me.
Dexterity, yeah. It rolled an 8. So I think that is a fail.
Ooh, that's a fail.
So another
20 radiant damage.
as it that hurt. That hurt this thing, and it kind of like shakes itself as it kind of yelps out a little bit in pain. As it's still kind of holding this up, the owl on it, it is going to what is it gonna do? Yeah, it is going to see Petra and Basil prone on the ground and is going to take an attack at you at advantage because you are prone. Didn't roll great. That is a 15 to hit.
My armor is 15.
Okay, so it does hit you. So you are going to take, that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I didn't realize I found that dice. Cool. Sorry. And 13 points of thunder damage as you feel the shockwave kind of burrow you into the ground a little bit more. You hear Petra kind of yelp a little bit. But you are pinned and prone. Read your stat blocks, people. He makes 2 attacks.
Oh, ha.
I don't think that. Okay. This thing technically makes 2 attacks. I don't think it's necessarily fair to start at this particular moment. However, the second elemental will start with the 2 attacks. That's my bad.
Got away with it as long as we
I
got.
was gonna say, you can do 2 attacks. You're not gonna.
Yeah.
That's necessarily fair to you guys.
You already gave us like 3 rounds with it only doing 1 attack.
It'll take its second attack at you then, Basil.
Oh.
Sorry.
Just to be clear, like Petra's getting damaged too, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay,
She
cool.
can't quite wiggle out of you. The shockwave damage is what's moving through to her.
Oh my gosh, no, that's
All right, so this thing's second attack has hit you. Because that is a 26.
Mhm. Yeah, give
That-
Basil a chance to fight something for once that like
Yeah, I know.
really hits back.
This is why all these fights are so easy, and I look at
Yeah,
everybody's health,
easy.
like I didn't damage you at all, and then I realize it's because they had like 3 attacks and I've been doing 1. Okay, so that's 7 bludgeoning damage, Basil, plus another 5 thunder damage. As you hear Petra yelp again.
Sure.
Yeah, we're level 9. We can take. Well,
Yeah.
they can take a hit or 2.
The second elemental is engaged with you, Apoc, and is going to make its 2 attacks.
Oh my god, this thing can attack twice.
Shut up!
Ah!
Careful, Apoc. We haven't fought something that attacks twice before.
No.
I have like 13 tabs open, guys. Leave me alone. All right, the
This
first
was in
attack.
character. This was in character.
The first attack is a 16. Second attack is a 26.
The 16 misses.
16 misses, 26 hit.
Mm.
It's okay. It only hit once.
Oh God, you're the first.
So
8
really,
bludgeoning.
really only attacks once.
Reaction. Spidey shield.
Okay.
Take 2d4 off.
8 bludgeoning and 8 thunder.
Ooh, another 6 reduced. So only 10 points. And it takes 6 piercing.
Okay. Next in the order is Petra.
Another attack with a carrot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oops. Oh no, I closed the encounter tab. Guys, it's all falling apart. Okay.
Control
You're
Shift
doing
T.
so well.
Control Shift T.
Is that also in character, Aurora?
Yes.
Okay, Petra does pass. She rolled a natural 16 plus.
Control Swifty.
Reaction. I switch it with my invoke the amaranthine. She gets a 1 for her saving throw.
All right, so she fails. So that's another 20 radiant damage.
Yes, and you see this like outline of a bunny do a little bow and then hop away.
That's so
You
like
good.
it too?
No, you're not Steph.
I like for the record, it doesn't just disappear. It like hops away onto the horizon.
Forever and ever. All right, thank you for the reminder. So this is on the track sheet. Okay, so it is Petra's turn as she is a little bit stuck under Basil. But seeing the amount of damage that was just done to Basil, she's actually going to yeah, she's not gonna do it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is so cute.
I know.
Adorable.
Who says AI art is bad?
A lot of artists.
You feel Petra kind of just like grab onto one of your, actually, I guess you haven't really been damaged that much. You just feel her kind of grab onto both sides of your head, Basil. And you kind of feel this sickening feeling kind of move through your stomach.
Okay.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep. Let me see if I can do anything.
Take 29 points of necrotic damage.
Can I react?
What's your reaction?
Geez. I can only do that.
But that's not you.
Oh,
It's
you're
another
right. You're
creature.
right. How much damage was it? You said
29 necrotic damage.
Oh no.
So Basil goes limp and shrinks back to his regular size on top of Petra.
I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
As you hear just a from Petra as she's going to try and get herself out, before kind of thinking a little bit the better of it, and is actually going to try and like shuffle her way underneath Basil to continue being shielded by him, at least for now, as Basil goes unconscious.
At this point, Basil is small Basil. So
Oh, that's right, you shrink back down. So never mind. She's just gonna like throw you off and stand up. Let me just check one quick thing. I think it's an action. Yeah, okay. So that is going to be Petra's turn as she kind of throws you off, Basil. She stands up and she will actually, with half of her movement, which I don't think is that much. She is going to take to the air. And she is going to fly 30 feet backwards. That might be a little less than 30 feet, but 30 feet backwards and up as she's kind of observing now. She looks a little damaged, a little bit squished. Her hair is certainly out of sorts, but she's going to leave you on the ground there, Basil, as that is her turn. Mrs. Q, you're up. Apoc, you're on deck. Aurora, you're after.
Okay. Mrs. Q, seeing Basil sort of collapse and go unconscious, decides that that is where her focus should be to wake him up. So she casts Healing Word at 3rd level on him as her action. Actually, hang on. I feel like I might be able to cast that as my bonus action.
Healing Word is a bonus.
Yeah, okay. She does that. So it's through, hang on. Oh,
you can roll.
okay, I will roll. It was 3d4. Nope. Yep. 3d4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 4. That's 6 plus 2. That's 8. Welcome back.
Okay.
And then with her action, she will. I don't think any of these things have much of a range. Am I still close to the elemental though? Sorry, I keep flipping back and forth.
Like 10 feet of the elemental. Now just remember, you can only do a cantrip. You did a leveled spell, so you can only do an action cantrip.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna hit it with something.
Okay.
And because I don't think any of my cantrips will be of particular use today. Oh, well, maybe. Sure, okay. If I can use a cantrip, then I will. And I will use it on, what am I range? 60 feet.
Okay.
So I will use it on the elemental number 1.
All right. So go ahead and make an attack.
Yes, sorry, I keep, okay, there we are. So I will use Sacred Flame and I will attack. And this is my, with my spell attack, okay. That is a 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, no problem.
As you bring Basil back up, Basil's still kind of prone, but with his eyes open and go to attack and just miss this creature. Still looming over you, but your companion is up. Apoc, you are up. Aurora on deck.
All right, bonus action, Hunter's Mark on Petra as she's flying away, and I'm gonna loose 2 bolts straight into her chest. First one is going to be my D.
Say the whole thing. Say the dice.
It's a 29 to hit. It was a 19.
Whoa.
Um,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, 29 to hit.
So yeah, the first one is going to be, oh, that's pretty good. That's going to be 20 points of piercing damage
Ouch.
on the first attack.
Okay. As it
I
sinks
got
into
that
her
right.
shoulder, she's like, is a little unstable as she kind of picks herself back up to fly.
And that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yep, hit.
And that's going to be, I'm going to reroll this one. Oh, that's even better. That's going to be another 20 points of piercing damage. 8, 16, yeah, plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Take 4 off because I
Take
can't
4
use
off.
that twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's the Jeremy flea damage can only be applied to one.
Okay.
I think that's my turn.
Great.
Question mark?
All right, as you sink 2 bolts into Petra, each one kind of taking her a little off kilter as she maintains herself in the air. She scowls in your direction before blowing you a little kiss.
This is an unhealthy relationship.
Where's Cam? You psychopath.
He followed willingly. No psychopath.
Same bullshit you did over there to Basil. Of course he followed willingly.
Him we like. You we like. The rest of you can go. As Aurora, you are up.
Oh, bitch, you going down. And I run up and doing it the way Poppy did it. And I blast the same light of energy towards her. Intelligence saving throw as I try and incapacitate her again.
John, the penguin dice is not rolling well. Where's my little skull dice?
Good.
Where's my skull dice? She fails.
Fails. So
Woohoo!
incapacitated is going to take 8d8 damage. Okay, that's 29 points of psychic damage. And a wisdom saving throw, please.
Not that much.
Oh,
Sorry, what was the wisdom save?
Wisdom save, please.
That is a natural 17.
Okay, she's good. And I turn to Apoc and says, no X is going to do that to you as I inspire you.
Yeah, let's do this.
Alrighty.
it gives you advantage.
Yes, sucks. Okay. As Aurora finishes her turn there with some inspiration, it is Astra's turn as a giant owl. She is going to try and just rip her claws across this earth elemental's chest to try and kill it. See, the skull dice roll so well. That is a 21 for Astra to hit. And that is going to be, you see this like deep wound, not a wound, not really, but this deep kind of scratch move through, scratch onto the rock itself, like those cave carvings that you had seen kind of rock on rock, as a deep scratch from the owl. Kind of sinks across this thing's chest as it maintains itself, but Astra is causing problems for it, flapping and hooting and getting in its face. Elle still clinging on. And it is your turn, Elle. Sir Basil, you are on deck.
Hooty-hoo. Okay.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot-hoot. Damn it. Well, can I try once again to try to kind of grapple this thing away now that this guy's distracted?
You can try. You're just gonna try and heave it out of his hand.
Yeah. I don't know what
So
else.
go ahead and make a strength check. It's you versus him.
Yeah.
Take
Okay.
it. I'm just picturing was it the King of the Rohirrim, where he's like, take it down, take it down, take it down.
Where's that from?
The Lord of the Rings, where he's like, they're trying to take the Oliphant down.
Mhm.
Oh.
Take it down.
Literally the
I
same
got-
being shown.
Yeah.
This is literally the same kind of thing. We need to take this thing down. I rolled an 18.
18. You beat it.
Oh,
So how do you get this thing out of its hand?
Honestly, I think with she looks up and sees it like kind of distracted. So not that you can really jump, but if anything, she just like pulls down really hard. She's like, I got it. She's like, I gotta try. So as soon as she kind of sees it, it's like a little bit distracted, just like almost tries to like fling herself downward using her meager body weight as momentum, but
You have rolled so well on your strength checks.
oh my God, I hope it keeps going.
Yep.
'Cause
As you kind of yank this thing, you are almost as surprised as the creature is that you were able to free the Borealis. You do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you
I
land
don't
on
care.
10 feet down, as it was a 10-foot drop. And you are kind of like still kind of holding on to this thing, sitting down on the ground. It is like still straight up in front of you, but out of the arms of this creature. That is your action. You are sitting, so you didn't land on your feet.
Mhm.
What would you
So
like to do?
Oh, well, I'll take half my movement to get up,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna try to run close, like I want to go closer to Mrs. Q. I need to be near an adult.
Okay.
Well, she's the most adult out of any of us.
Hey now.
So as you move to run out of
Responsible,
range,
mature. What do you want from me?
that's what
Aged.
you meant. As you run out of this thing's range, it is going to take an attack at you, Elle.
Yeah, I know. I just want to try to get this thing away from it.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Oh, of course that hits.
Nope. Invoke the Amaranthine one more time as my reaction. That's a 5.
Okay, so it's a 12 to hit.
Nice.
Oh, a 12 will not hit.
A 12 will not hit.
Okay.
I got you, Elle.
I'm dodging, and Elle just thinks she's
It's
just like
all
dodging out of the way.
Hilariously, you're like holding this thing like this. It's still taller than you. All right. As the opportunity attack misses. Oh, where are we? We're up here. That is your turn, Elle.
Okay, so I don't think I get completely to Mrs. Q.
I would say about there.
Okay.
Well, each square is 5 feet. 5 feet to stand up. You can get to Mrs. Q. Yeah, you could get to
Okay.
Mrs. Q. Basil, you are up. Mrs. Q, you are like on deck-ish.
Can you, so how high is Petra?
So Petra is about like 25-ish feet off the ground. She moved about 15 feet back, 25-ish feet off the ground.
5. Ooh, okay. What was my trait? Because I know as a German, I'm pretty good at jumping, but I can't remember distance. Where would it be?
Do it. Do it.
I can only do it 15 feet.
All gas, no brakes.
That's some good advice.
Well, okay, so here's what I would want to do. I would use half my movement to get up because I'm prone, right?
Correct.
And I would want to potentially use the rest of my movement to leap at Petra in order to attack her. What can I do that first of all?
So your long jump is 15 feet, your long jump is 30, your high jump is 15 feet. You cannot get higher than a 15-foot jump, so running makes no difference for you. So you can get up, you can jump, she is out of your range.
Okay. Let me think then.
She's incapacitated. Just knock her out of the sky.
Geez, I can't. Everything I.
What are we thinking,
Okay.
Basil?
We think. Okay, I'm first going to use my bonus action, which is second wind to heal a bit.
Okay.
So I heal. What is that, a 6 or a 9?
That is a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I heal 15. I get up and I'm going to, with my action, throw my, oh, I already used my bonus, shoot. Okay, this is the only thing I can do. So Basil's gonna plant his sword into the ground, and he hasn't used this in a long time. He's gonna pull out his longbow and try and just peg this sucker.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack at Petra.
And just because he'd be furious, I'm also gonna use my, what is it? What's it called? Action surge to attack again.
Okay.
So it'd be four shots.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't like Petra. I like Petra.
I like Petra's a great character.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Damn. That is garbage.
As all 4 bolts go wide as Petra maintains herself, kind of hovering above you. You can hear her or you don't even hear her. What you see is, as she can't speak, but she is still trying to speak. Might not be exactly what incapacitated is, but I kind of like it better. That's your turn, Basil?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. All right, it is now the Earth Elemental's turn. The bunny. Oh my God. So this creature with Astra still on it, seeing that it has lost the Borealis, is going to close the distance to you, Elle. Oh, I have to move Astra out of the way so I don't lose her. It's going to close the distance to you, Elle, and is going to take its 2 attacks at you. If I could find the right tab. As it is going to try and get this thing back. So that's going to be a 19 and a 20. Dirty
Both
20.
hit. Both hit.
So that's going to be 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 17 thunder damage as the two attacks are going to just slam into you from behind, the shockwave pushing you forward. You stumble to a knee. How are you feeling? Are you still up?
Frig, what did I do? 17?
It was 17 thunder damage, yeah.
Yeah, and before that it was 20.
Oh, shoot.
I think I've got it, but I pressed heal
Got it.
instead, but I'm pretty sure I've got what I'm at. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still standing.
Okay.
Damn.
As it takes its two attacks and you see it kind of start to reach over to try and grab the Borealis back, but that will be its turn. The next elemental creature. The next elemental creature is actually going to move a little bit closer as well, and is seeing as you are the one that hit Petra pretty hard twice. Aurora is going to take both of its attacks at you. That is a 17 and a natural 20.
Those hit.
Okay.
Can't you see we're busy over here?
So the 17 is going to be 15 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 15 thunder.
Okay.
The crit is 14 bludgeoning. I somehow rolled lower on the critical hit. And 12 thunder. I rolled lower on the crit than I did on the actual non-crit. All right, as both elementals are kind of closing in, Elle, you can feel the vibrations. You can feel the vibrations around you, and you hear a shout as you turn over your shoulder, and Apoc you see as Aurora drops.
Yeah, I don't.
It's your psychic lance concentration.
It is not.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I've been waiting for that. I'll take getting knocked out just to be able to tell you, eat it.
Fuck me then. All right, that is going to be its turn as they are closing in on the Borealis itself.
Ooh. Strength of the grave. Strength of the grave.
Okay.
1 second. I gotta do something. Where is it? Actions. Somewhere. Okay. When I get knocked out, I gotta roll a charisma save. And it was
When you get knocked down, you get up again?
I needed to beat the knocking out damage, which was the 12. I rolled a 9.
Wow. That's
Okay. Oh, I'm really dead.
Aurora stumbles and then gets back up and then stumbles once more as the damage takes hold.
I get up just like enough to say to Petra, eat it.
It is Petra's turn as she kind of makes a lewd gesture in your direction because she can't talk. Because it's the end of your turn. But she can still, where is it? Incapacitated. Can't take any action, bonus, or reaction. No concentration. You can't speak. So she can still move. So she is going to fly her full 60 feet and kind of tuck in behind two elementals.
This little punk.
Yeah.
That's all she can do now. Mrs. Q, you are up. Apoc, you're on deck.
We need to think
We gotta take these things down.
We gotta get Aurora up.
We gotta take these things down.
Yes, but we need everybody to do it. So Mrs. Q, hang on, how far away are you from me? Oh, you're like right there,
we're all
right
very
there.
close.
Okay. Okay, let me see. So healing word I will do again. As my bonus action at what is this? Third level. Should I roll that, Eric?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, hang on. Yeah. Good. That is 12. Welcome back.
Very nice.
So that is a bonus action, and then her action can be a cantrip, which aren't as powerful, but that's okay. She's going to cast what? I feel like she wants to be helpful, but maybe in a different way. Nah, whatever. She's getting annoyed. Sacred Flame.
All right. On which one? Go ahead and roll.
I have what is my range is 60. Which elemental's looking worse?
Oh, this is a dexterity save. The one who had L, so elemental 1, has been hounded a little bit more. It's difficult to kind of see wear and tear, but you do see the like scratch of Astra's claws. Talons,
Okay.
sorry.
She casts Sacred Flame on that guy. The flame is, as you all know.
So that is a
Oh, right. Dex save 14.
so it fails. That was a 6. So roll your damage.
Okay. That is 1d8.
I don't know how to dice that.
I don't know. That is 10 radiant
Whoa.
damage.
Very nice. As you see this thing kind of get blasted back, it almost takes like a stutter step back, but it is still standing as it holds.
Oh,
It's almost like Earth is strong or something like that, guys.
God, if only we had a magical staff that did something cool.
That's what I think war with.
I'm just gonna keep unloading arrows into Petra.
Okay. There's currently a massive elemental in your room.
Yeah, but I can move around that.
Sure.
If I go, like, could I go either way and be fine, or would I know that this way is kind of blocked off?
I can't see which way.
This way, like if I go that, I'll.
Well, you know where
screw it.
your friends are.
Yeah,
So
but like I don't know this gap. Like, do I have a line?
you can't tell from where you are. You can give it a try. You can see both of these elementals like on a diagonal.
Yeah, but like she's up in the air, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so if I
Right
move,
now, the problem is you have one looming in front of you.
yeah, but if I move this way and stay next to her, I can still see her. Okay, can I still see her?
If you go where?
Over here?
Yes, you would be able to see her.
Yeah, I'll just go there. I'll just stand over Aurora, take like a power stance, channel my inner key, and like just unload the first one.
Can you stop saying unload while you're standing in power stance above me? It's very off-putting.
There is.
Is it 20 hit?
20 just hits.
Okay. So that first one, so this is with Hunter's Mark, the fleas, and I'm gonna activate my bracers as well. Bracers of force.
Okay.
So that's going to be It's 48 and 2d6. $29 points of piercing damage on the first attack.
Oof. Okay. It's all magical piercing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the second arrow that is released. Oh my God, that's another 19, 29 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Is going to be, this is just a standard shot with Hunter's Mark. Reroll this one. Worse. 6, it's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. All right, as 2 more bolts join into like Petra's torso where the other 2 were, as she kind of just finished pulling out one from her being aloft in the air, she glares at you once more and makes another gesture.
What, you got nothing to say?
She sticks her tongue out. That is your turn. Aurora, you are up. Elle, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna like, as I like pick myself up from being prone, like climbing to my knees, just using Apoc as like a ladder to pull myself up. I'm so weak. Oh man, what happened? What hit me? Nothing. Okay. Well, do you want me to keep firing at your ex, or like you seem to be unloading into her? So like, what's going on here?
Stop it.
The big elemental, that thing just conked you and you dropped. Yeah, if we could take her down, that'd be great. But like,
Take her down.
do your thing. I don't want to be a guy that tells a girl what to do. What do you feel like?
I feel like I'm running very low on abilities. Okay, here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, the elemental like number 2 is right up next to me, so I don't have to move. I can just lean onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that black energy that happened earlier? I'm going to try and do that again. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll do that. Black energy starts to emanate from my hand into it. I need it to make a wisdom saving throw 16, please.
Okay. Number 2, you said, right?
Yeah.
That is a natural 1.
Nice. Okay. It is cursed.
Ooh.
And I get to pick the effects of the curse.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm going to say, just to try and help the team out, don't worry, this one won't hurt you guys. So focus on Petra. It has disadvantage on all its attacks against anybody but me.
Disadvantage on all attacks except for you. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Since when can you bonus action disengage?
Damn it. No, I guess I can't then. Well, I was going to run away anyways. So.
You don't know that 1 level of rogue that she took?
No, I don't.
You can't actually, can you? You were just trying to pull one over on me?
I completely forgot which character I was playing as.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. I'm still gonna run away because that's what Aurora would be doing. And I'm gonna inspire. You know what, Mrs. Quillam, you've been doing really good this fight, and I don't think you get enough credit for what you do. So go on, be a badass, and I'm gonna inspire you as I run away.
Right. It is an attack of opportunity at you.
Do I lose mine because you inspired her now?
Nope.
Does a 10 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Buy you some armor.
No, I look fantastic in this. It's just a little thin.
11 bludgeoning.
Still up.
And 7.
And I'm down.
7 thunder damage.
That's on me, guys.
Is it still cursed?
No.
Oh.
Oh, really? Oh, that was cool. I have to erase it now.
Okay, I fucked that one up. Good luck, guys.
That was a really good idea, though, as Aurora.
Wait, Strength of the Grave.
Do it. Do it.
Oh no.
No, I'm down.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
All right, as Aurora is down once more. Again, you see the stutter step as she almost stays and then falls. It is Astra's turn. As she is going to she is going to, seeing Elle get attacked in her owl form, she is going to kind of, jump off the elemental and is going to race down towards you, Elle. And she is going to attempt to pick you up. Are there rules for picking people up? Do you know offhand? Just willingness?
Grapple? I don't know.
She's gonna try and come and pick you up, Elle, because this is more of a moving situation. And your back is currently to her. I'm going to give her a just a straight dexterity with the owl's dexterity to see if she can easily come and get you. Only because you're not making it any easier for you to be picked up. Yeah,
Okay.
without a problem. Without a problem, you feel two talons kind of wrap around your, you're still kind of holding the thing like this. So you feel two talons kind of wrap around your midsection as very gently as you feel Astra start to like take off into the air.
Can I say something to her?
Yep, you can talk. You can all talk at any point.
No, don't fly us away. Keep us in range. Turn me around.
As you hear a confused kind of who for a second before she'll like turn you around. There we go. As she'll just use a little bit of movement to leave. The thing will take an attack at her as she tries to leave. You are forced movement, but she is moving out of range. Which health does an owl have?
Owls are health.
One point over. As she leaves the range of this thing with you in her talons, you feel both of you get hit before Astra loses her form and you spiral out of her claws. You kind of land and skid, all of you, in one little area. As Astra kind of lands prone as she starts to pick herself back up with the remainder of her movement. A little bit of like blood streaking her chest as some of the damage went over to her. But that is going to be her turn. Elle, you are up.
Do I take any damage?
Nope, you don't. Just her. She was the one who got hit.
Okay.
You're
Not even
up.
not even from the fall?
Nope, you weren't high enough off the ground.
Okay.
Basil, you're on deck. It is 10 o'clock. We can move through this one more round if you are okay with that and end around 10:30.
Yeah. And it's Elle, right?
Elle, you're up. Basil, you're on deck.
Surrounded by all her friends, she's just gonna scream and unleash an icy cold blizzard from her open mouth.
Oh yeah.
Terrifying.
And
Okay.
it's 100-foot cone, and I get to blast it in the direction of my choice, and I want to get So if it's a 100-foot cone, does that mean it's 100 feet wide? It's 100 feet long?
My instinct is long.
So is there any way I can get all of them? Because Petra's back there.
Petra is only, I can't find anybody's. Where are you, Elle?
I'm right here. That's not helpful at all.
Petra's only 50 feet back, so yeah, a 100-foot cone would get her.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they have to do a Constitution saving throw. They have to beat an 18.
Whoa, okay. So, Elemental 1. Oh, Elemental 1 rolled a natural 18.
Fuck.
So Elemental 1 passes. Elemental 2 fails. Petra rolls a natural 20.
Fucking
her.
Petra.
Wait,
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here,
I have a
Petra.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Here, listening.
So I have a feature called Faded, but I'm one. So by you can choose to reroll any attack, skill check, or saving throw. Is that only my attack? Is that me, or can I do it to another person?
You can decide to do this after your roll. So this is just for you.
My moral. Okay.
So I'm so sorry to have disappointed you.
That's okay. Okay. Well. Okay, well, I still get to roll. So 2 successes and 2 failures.
So 1 failure, 2 successes.
Oh,
Elemental
sorry.
He failed.
Okay. Okay. So they're gonna take half damage. My God, I don't have enough dice.
Here.
Should have told that to your group.
My God, I don't have enough dice. No, I'm just
Uh-huh.
gonna have to roll a couple times. Okay.
So you need more dice for Christmas.
You do
Yeah,
need more
I
dice.
need my
Everyone.
dice. Okay. Oh, math. Okay. 7, 6, 4, 4.
Hope she's not expecting us.
21.
8, 7, 1, 2, 7. So the failure takes 46 cold damage,
Wow.
and the successes take 23.
Whoa. Okay. As this massive cone of cold spews out from your mouth, Elle, you see as Elemental 1 was coming in to like attack you once more before the creature itself freezes in mid swing, as you have dispatched Elemental 1. Elemental 2 and Petra, very, very frosty as you see her try and shake off ice from her wings, not having as much damage done to her. Actually, I should make sure.
We did a lot to her.
Not as much as you think you did.
Oh,
Oh, did it look like we weren't doing damage when we shot her?
This past ice did not do as much damage as it looks to have done to Elemental 2. At least to Petra, as you see her kind of more annoyed than anything shake off. But Elemental 1 is no longer. It is now like a frozen statue, kind of in the middle of the battlefield.
okay, I'm gonna do that, and then
Nice.
bonus action. Yeah, I want a bonus action healing word myself. Pretty
Okay.
sure I could do that. Yeah, because that was an action. Well, yeah, that was a quality of the staff.
All right, as you take a moment to heal yourself and kind of recover from that massive expulsion of magic. Is that your turn, Elle?
Yeah, I'm doing that at second level. Just.
Hey, Basil, you are up.
Seeing as Petra is still too high up to reach, the Basil's gonna go big. And he's gonna so he's gonna go big. Oh, what did I do? And run up to elemental 2 and take his swings at him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
No, terrible.
Mhm.
Does a 18 hit?
An 18 just hits.
Yeah, so he misses one, but the second hits.
Okay.
Which will be 17 damage.
Okay. All right, as you slash into this thing, it takes the damage. It stays solid where it is, as it is still standing, and still a threat. Anything else on your turn, Basil?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. It is Earth Elemental B's turn, or Earth Elemental 2. Mrs. Q, you are coming up on deck, just as a heads up. Oh. Okay, sorry. So Elemental 2. Elemental 2 is going to well, you are right in front of it, Elle, so it is going to target you with at least one of its attacks.
Okay.
As you are now brandishing and using the thing that it was sent here to get.
Yep.
A 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Jesus.
15 force damage.
Okay.
Can I, sorry, can I do a reaction?
If you have one, yes.
It's called Runic Shield. And I would have to it would cause the elemental to have to re-roll the d20 and take whatever the new roll is.
Use your reaction to force the attacker to re-roll a d20 and use the new. Yes, okay.
Come on.
And use the new roll.
Yeah.
Higher.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay.
So all damage stands.
Okay.
You still up, Elle.
Yep.
Gonna take its second attack at you.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
It hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
You're down.
Yep.
So it's 8 bludgeoning damage
Hmm.
plus thunder damage. But
Okay.
it's a single. How does that work? I don't think the thunder damage takes. Yeah.
Probably not. Thing hit.
It's the same hit.
I mean, it would just be over damage into her
Yeah.
health.
Yep.
As long as it doesn't take hell like twice as far into death.
Okay, so on the second hit, Elle is down once more, the Borealis held limply in her hand. As the creature, as the elemental has knocked her down. It is now Petra's turn. As she sees the wielder,
Oh no.
Borealis down, she is going to fly her 60 feet directly towards Elle. It's going to land and is going to grab the Borealis.
Do I have an
And-
opportunity attack right there?
Yeah, I mean, like
On a second, I need to see if she can leave or
She
not.
has to leave first.
Everybody should unload on her.
Does picking up a weapon or picking something up count as an action? Attack, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, hide, improvise, influence, magic, ready, search, study, or util.
I gotta play devil's advocate here. You've never made us use an action to switch your weapons or like pick something up.
I mean, it's not listed as an action.
Whose side are you on, Sean?
I'm just saying, if I got the weapon, she would never make me use an action to pick it up.
He's still soft on his ex.
Still soft on his ex.
Oh, we're still going hard.
I'd be a lot wittier if I was conscious.
Yeah,
Yes.
pick it up. So as Petra reaches down over Elle and grabs the Borealis, kind of looking at you in the eyes, Apoc, she is going to spread her wings and is going to fly backwards. She's going to use her action to rocket back 60 feet.
Opportunity attacks?
Mrs. Q, you are the only one with an opportunity attack
Why not Basil?
because he used his reaction already
Okay.
this round.
Okay,
Mrs.
all right, hang on.
Mrs. Q, you're inspired.
Indeed. Okay, I don't know if I've done this before. So is it just like any other attack?
No, that's fine.
So it is for you, unless you have a specific feat called Warcaster, which I don't think you do. It is going to be like your knitting needle kind of attack, like a physical melee attack.
Okay, understood. All right, what can do the most damage here? No, I don't have a lot of really powerful weapons.
It has to be an attack, or it could be like an action.
It is an opportunity attack.
Okay,
The amount of negotiation in this session, though.
Mrs. Q tries to whack her over the head with the frying pan.
Make an attack.
What does inspired mean? Advantage or?
Inspired, Eric, means I could roll again if I needed
You can
to.
add a D8 to your roll,
Oh, even better.
To any roll?
to your attack roll.
Like,
Attack roll,
Okay,
saving.
I mean-
saving-
Do I have to use it this round?
No, if you think you're good.
I mean, I have a 25.
Your
That
call.
feels pretty good. I feel like she's 20. Didn't we, when we were assessing earlier that a 20 just hit?
yeah.
So I think a 25 should hit.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Okay, a 25.
Okay, making me panic. All right. She gets walloped right on the noggin with my frying pan.
Right on the noggin.
On the
Yeah.
noggin. And takes a whole 4 damage.
Nice. Knocked out.
Come on, yeah, take her down.
That. as she is going to move behind the elemental with the Borealis in tow. Mrs. Q, you are up as that is Petra's turn.
All right.
What's this bitch?
Excuse me.
This is crazy.
Says the guy who attacked me.
I feel like I need to get my people up. I never act as the cleric. I feel like today I need to do my job. So I'm going to. What was that?
Today is the day.
Today's the day. All my friends are passing out. So, okay. So, Elle and Aurora are both knocked out.
Correct.
All right.
I've got like I think you're right next to Elle, and I'm like 10 feet away.
Yeah. So I think I'll be using. Hang on. Where are we?
How are you that far away?
They
You
ran.
ran.
Oh,
But you
no,
got hit.
You're
Opportunity
right.
attack.
You're right. I should be over here.
Oh,
So I'm gonna cast 2 wounds at 2nd level on Elle. Oh, what is that? I think that's. So that's 10 for you, Elle.
Woo!
And then oh, hang on, I screwed that up. Because healing word is the only thing I can use as a bonus action.
Okay, it's okay. We got time.
Sorry, I'll get you next time.
I think Elle is the one that could use the staff, so getting her up is important.
No, she's the one who is a team for it.
Right, okay. Elle, are you okay?
With 10 healing, I'm awake.
Great.
But I will look and see that I don't have the staff and like a lot of angry tears. Like not woe is me, but like angry focused tears.
horrifying. All right, as Elle comes to consciousness, Mrs. Q cooing over her. Apoc, you are up as you see Petra rocket off with the staff.
How far away is she?
So she was able to move 60 feet. That was her action. So she is intending to be like 50 feet back and about 30 feet in the air from the elemental. I know it's not like exactly to scale, but pretend.
50 feet behind the elemental?
Yes. As in like this distance would be 50 feet. I can move her back.
I'm just trying to. How big is the elemental's 10 feet?
The elemental is, what did I say?
15.
The elemental's 15 feet tall. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I meant wide. Like it covers 2 blocks. I'm just trying to think because well, I can get half the distance. I can get to the other side. I can get over to here for sure. And then she's another, I don't know, 20, 30 feet away. Okay.
Should be about 40 feet.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get out of range from the elemental. All right, man. God, this sucks.
As you step over Aurora's
I'm just
dead body
running.
to get around.
She's fine. This happens all the time. I'm gonna take the first shot. Add on the bracer of force, I think. Make sure there's okay. Add on the bracers. First attack. That's gonna be a 26 to hit, so that hit 100's mark, and unload everything I can. God, that's all 2s.
That is a lot of 2s.
I can reroll this one. That's better. It's a 7. 2, 4, 18, 22 points of piercing damage for the first attack.
One more bolt sinks in just as she finished pulling out another one. She's still up.
Okay, second attack. Come on. Need a crit. We said a 20 hits, right?
20 just hits.
Yeah, 20 hits. Okay, with another 15 points of piercing damage. How does she look?
So much DPS.
Bleeding heavy.
Oh
She
my
is
God.
bleeding.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get closer. So like close another 10 feet.
Okay, as you do.
It used its opportunity attack against me. I just like to point that out.
Oh,
She attack against you. You're unconscious.
That's how I went down. Is I was trying to run away and an opportunity attacked me.
Its turn was right before Petra's.
Yeah.
Oh,
It had
okay.
its turn this round.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the risk.
It rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, you see as that second bolt hits her, it like hits her square in the chest, and she actually like reels over. You see the Borealis almost like slip from her grasp as she falls like 5 feet before she manages to right herself. And as you see her try and pull the bolt out, you see like blood start to pool around her chest, but this like black, thick ichor. It's taking on this very dark, deep, like maroon crimson or maroon, like burgundy color as she kind of like hunches over in the air, her wings maintaining her, the long tendrils of her hair kind of covering her face before her eyes that are currently like slits kind of look back up and meet you.
Let's finish this.
That is your turn. Kind of growls in your direction.
Come on, you know you can't stay away.
Don't you want me?
Baby, I was born this way.
Aurora, you are up. Astra will finish off this round. We will call
Failure. We're good. We're good.
Astra sees you. She also sees Petra with the Borealis. Oh, Eric.
What's Astra doing?
She sees you and she sees Petra with the Borealis. And actually, I don't think anybody sees this.
I
But
sent
Astra
you,
makes a choice.
sent you a
this
message.
side. Oh. Yep. No, I saw. Thank you, though. Astra is focused on the Borealis. She will not let that escape. So she moves off to the side. 54 wide. And she is going to move as close as she can. She is going to move as close as she can, and you hear her shout towards you, Apoc. Watch out! As you feel this immense heat coming from behind you as Astra is going to cast Sunbeam at Petra.
I can take it. Don't worry about me.
Sure, she can get out of your way, which I think she can.
She can, if she needs to hit me, she can hit me. I don't care.
30 feet. She's fine there. Okay, what the heck does Petra does not make it. She had 2 hit points left.
Damn it! I rolled so bad on that first one.
She had 2 hit points left as Astra's Sunbeam does 68 radiant damage towards Petra. So even at minimum, Petra will be destroyed. As Apoc, you feel this heat coming from behind you as this like targeted beam of like golden light shoots out towards Petra and kind of digs your arrow even deeper into her chest as in a split second that you made eye contact with Petra, the world kind of lights up around you as you see the Borealis kind of spin and fall and stick itself into the ground, as whatever was left of Petra kind of almost like sloshes like a sludge around the Borealis itself.
Oh, that's gross.
That brings us to the end of the round, as the elemental is still there. One of your party members is still down, and we will pick up back at the top as there is still an active threat after Christmas.
Whoa.